Hello, welcome to Swag Files. Today we're going to be talking about being your higher self. I've been sporadically consuming content that centers a lot around your highest self and people giving advice on how to tap into your higher self, like what to do, things like that. And I found that in most of them, nobody talks about the challenges that you would go through in order to get to that point, because I do believe that light does not exist without darkness and darkness does not exist without light. So it's like the good and the bad somehow have to coexist in order for something to be birthed out of that. A really cool example, if you have read the Throne of Roses series, there's a character, his name is Rysand, and this character is basically like from the outside, they are portrayed to be the villain, but when you look from the inside, when this character is explored more deeply, then you get to understand that even though he has darkness in him, there's still light, and together, when they exist, they birth this version of him that is authentic to who he is. I think that the most thing that I can equate being my higher self to is being my authentic self. Because somebody said, why is it that evil people succeed? And somebody was like, wow, that's because these evil people are true to themselves. Like, they don't pretend to be good, they don't pretend to be kind in people's faces. They're just who they are. They are mean as they are, and that's how they show up. Like, they don't pretend, they just show up as they are, and that works in their favor because they are in alignment with who they are, and they just keep it 100 and just keep moving in that way. And so this brought me back to my mind, and I'm like, okay, so if I'm moving within my authentic self, then I will be aligned with who I'm meant to be. I'll be aligned with the path that I'm supposed to go on through this life. And I really think that there is, or rather, there are things that go into who you do. And I really think that in terms of who we are, we really have to go through certain things that will teach us certain lessons on how to become the person that we are. But now, if whether or not you learn that lesson, if whether or not you elevate from a certain experience, it all depends on you and how you choose to react to a certain situation that happens for you. Remember, things happen for us, not to us. And that mindset builds us in such a way that we are not victims to certain situations, but instead we are students of life. We are learning to be better, and that is how we choose to frame our mindsets so that we do not always fall victim to life. Yeah, and I really think that the truth about our highest self is that the good does come with the challenges, but the challenges don't have to break us. The challenges can always make us better. And I think even though we are here to learn, I think the other important aspect of life is to just experience it for what it is. Because sometimes maybe the whole purpose of going through something was just to experience life. And not everything has to be a lesson. And I'm really learning that, so that I do not just always live in this analytical mindset, when instead I could just enjoy the moment for what it is. But that's it from me. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.